Hello, this is Chill Kumar here, and let's start off my channel with some Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress is a freeware game which consists of elements of management, construction, and simulation games. It is created by a team of only two people, two brothers in fact, and it was formally released in 2006 and has been in alpha ever since. Although the game does receive updates fairly regularly. Whatever people may say about Dwarf Fortress, most people agree that learning to play this game is a challenge in itself. Thus, in order to help beginners ease into the game, several packages have been released by the enthusiasts. One such package, which is recommended to beginners, is the Lazy Noob Pack. As you can see, it has several options which you can tweak in order to uh, have a customized gameplay experience. I have started the game up using the default settings, and the base Dwarf Fortress game has text-based graphics. That is, everything on screen is represented by different ASCII characters, which can be a little confusing at times. So, instead of using the base graphics, several different fan-made tile sets have been introduced, and I'm going to use the Phoebus tile set, which is fairly intuitive to understand. And as you can see, there are several other utilities available in this package, which we will come to later. And yeah, so I have started the game up using the default settings. As you can see, I have, well, Dwarf Fortress has two modes of gameplay. But before we can access any of those modes, the first order of business is to create a new world. So in we go. Okay. So these are the parameters which will be used when creating a world. So the default option is medium, we'll go with that. History of the world, it means how much time will elapse before we start our game. Medium, I think, means 125 years. I'm gonna go with short because it takes somewhat a long time to generate a map consisting of 125 years. Number of civilizations, that's medium. I think that will be the different number of different civilizations we can present in the map. Maximum number of sites. Oh, nice. This is how many distinct places can exist after world generation. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Number of beats. Increasing this setting makes large beats more prevalent. We'll go with the default value. Natural savagery makes the world more difficult to settle. Also, we'll go with the default value. Mineral occurrences. Increasing mineral occurrences makes more embark sites have more minerals. Now, sparse. I'm going to set it to frequent so that it becomes somewhat easier for me to settle. So press Y to go. So creating a new region. As time will pass, you will see several regions get rejected. Yes. Ah, nice. So since I have set the history to be short, I think it will run for 50, okay, I think 100 years or 75. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. And fun thing about this game is that while creating the histories, it keeps a count of every historical figure, as you can see, and also counts the number of deaths occurring in the whole world and significant events as well. And the basic game without any tiles set will have graphics, as you can see in this representation of a map. But I have set the graphics to use the Phoebus tile set, which you will see when the game proper begins. So we wait till our did I set the history to short or medium? If that is the case, if I have set it to short, that means 125 years is short and medium should be 250 years, probably. So, the dwarven fortress of Cyril Nosim, the portentous peak. 117 years have passed. 24,451 historical figures, 9,491 dead, and far too many events than I would like to count. Okay, so short means 125 years. So this is the world which has been generated, and the world is called Slosgo Zagu, the universe of vision. So let's accept this as our world. Mhm. Offloading units, it's going to take some time. Okay, that is taking far too long than I'm comfortable with. Okay, it's going on. As you can see in our main menu, we have another option now, start playing. That's exactly what I intend to do. The game modes as I was talking about previously. Dwarf Fortress, that is the classic Dwarf Fortress as it was released in 2006. It was the only mode available, I believe. And the newer Adventurer mode. The Adventurer mode is basically you control one character and he travels around the world doing stuff, etc. I mean, the normal RPG, you can say. Now, Legends mode is basically you get to see the history of the world and the various events that have happened, the various historical characters present in the world, and you can see their histories, their stories, and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into that, so I'm going to start with the classic Dwarf Fortress. Basically, you start off with a small group of dwarves in the wilderness, and you try to survive there as long as possible. Yes. When your game starts, a Dwarf Fortress game, some time passes till we, yes, 15 days till we reach our site for settling our new civilization. Yep. Now we get to the select our location to start our settlement. Now, as you can see, wait, where's the cursor? Yes. If you see the rightmost map, you can see a small cross. That is where we are. It's the medium zoom. It's the zoomed out version of the continent of the world. And the middle map is the where we can see the X here is where we can we intend to start our settlement. So, and you can see that the rightmost column gives us a summary of the location. For instance, where the cursor currently now is, it's a temperate conifer forest with a medium temperature, heavily forested and thick vegetations, untamed wild surroundings. Nitharal, Nitharailama. So it already has a settlement over there. And it has a stream, the luxurious Sever. It has shallow clay, very deep soil, an aquifer, shallow metals, some deep metals, and a flux zone layer. So, trying to find out a proper location can be quite tedious this way. So, there is a nifty search engine available here. Press F, yes. So, X and Y dimension is basically states the total area we will have when we start our settlement. Savagery, let's keep it in, let's not select anything. Evil, that is also has to do something with the surroundings. We'll also keep it, no, let's reduce the evil. I hear evil regions can be quite a challenge to survive. Elevation, not a big deal for us. Temperature, let's keep it medium. Rain, not a big deal. Drainage, not a big deal. Fluxstone layer, let's have it because it can be useful later on. Aquifer, no. Aquifers make digging into the ground somewhat difficult and can cause floodings quite easily, which you will see as the game progresses. Let's have a river. Shallow metals, yes, multiple. Let's just it's like good enough to have a one type of shallow metals. Deep metals, yes. Soil, yes. Less than equal to deep. I think that's fair. Clay is also not a big deal. So let's start our search with these values. Ah, the red portions, blinking portion means those areas do not have a location which fit our criteria. There's a small region here. Let's see. Oh my, only three regions. So where is the cursor? Oh, okay. ESC to browse results. So on we go. This is a suitable area. Temperate conifer forest. Temperature temperate, heavily forested, thick vegetation, surroundings are serene. There's a stream, the euphoric harmony. Okay. Little soil, shallow metals, deep metals, flux-stone layer. Actually, this is a pretty good site. The surroundings is serene, which means, oh, to describe the surroundings, the game has a unique system. If you consider an x and y axis, and suppose the x axis represents the evilness of the surroundings, and y axis represents the wilderness of the surroundings. And the low, if the evilness is low and the wildness of the surroundings is also low, then we have a serene surroundings. So this is actually quite good for a beginner. So I guess we go with this location. hmm I can change the size, the local map here. In the local map here, I have a 3 by 3 selection. I can increase the size of the area, but I'm going to go with the default values as it may slow down my computer otherwise. So uh, press E to embark. So in we go. This is, are you sure you want to embark here? This is your only warning. Yep, I'm pretty sure I want to embark here. So we have two options, play now and prepare for the journey carefully. If I choose play now, the game will start and it will give me the default loadout for my settlers. Instead, I'm going to prepare for my journey carefully. So these seven dudes are my settlers. Yes, these are the settlers. Mistem Besmarathel, peasant. Eurist Vlolerith. Dayton Lolokakmam. Bimbul Sheshek Doran, Stakud Keskal Lirtir, Asob Gikul Teral, sorry, Ethel Dodo Klular. Peasants. All of them are peasants. Now I can, and yes, I can change their various attributes. And so, yes, as you can see, each of these dwarves have no specializations. So, to start things off, let's make our first dwarf a miner. Yes. So I can increase and decrease the values using the plus and minus keys here. So let's make him an adequate miner and let's make him a mason. No, let's just let's see. Oh, there's a point system here. I can use up points to give these dwarves some traits, and as long as I have points, I can. This number 7 here means if I increase if I increase his experience in mining, it's going to consume 7 points. Yes, it's subtracted here from the pile of points here at the bottom here. So let's make him an adequate miner. This dude, I'm also gonna make him a miner. Now this dude, I'm going to make him a carpenter as well as a woodcutter. Adequate woodcutter, adequate carpenter, seems fair enough. This dude, I'm going to make him a grower, herbalist. Herbalists, I believe, are used to gather resources, food from the forests and basically from the local area. And grower means this guy can work as a farmer as well. Novice grower is fair enough. And brewer, maybe I'll make him a brewer as well. Now, brewer is an important occupation in Dwarf Fortress because dwarfs need alcohol to function. They can drink water, but alcohol is necessary to keep them happy. This dude. So we have two miners, one woodcutter carpenter, one farmer. Did I make the farmer? Yes, I made him a brewer as well. This dude, I'm going to make him. Yes, we need a medical dwarf. So we are going to make him a novice, no, adequate wound dresser, adequate diagnostician. Diagnosis actually is more important than the other specializations because without diagnosis, no treatment can occur. Novice surgeon, novice bone doctor, novice suturer. So this dwarf is our medical dwarf, Stakud Keskalirtir. Now we need a dwarf with some people skills. Let's make him a negotiator, novice, judge of intent. You will see why these specializations are important as the game progresses. Appraiser and record keeper. Yes, I think that covers it. Let me see. I'm going to make him the building designer as well. So basically our architect and the dude with the people skills. And finally, this dwarf. I think I have covered the important parts. Do I need anything else? No. I think we should make this guy the mechanic, building designer, as well as the. Can I go up? Huh? Page up. I'm to make him a mason, and I'm gonna make this people's dwarf specialized in only people skills. Adequate woodcutter, adequate carpenter, miner. Did I miss anything? I I'm going to give him the herbalist skill because later on I think I'm going to make my grower dwarfs specialize only in farming. Okay, I can name my group, but I am going to go with the default name, which I don't know what it is currently. So the dwarves are done. Let's see what items we are starting out with. Copper picks for our miners, battle axes for cutting trees, iron anvil. I think we can do without it for the time being. We can get one iron anvil later on by trading with other civilizations. So if I remove the iron anvil, I will be getting 100 points back, which I can use to purchase other stuff. So yeah, dwarven wine 60. Plump helmet spawn. This is going to be our basic food item. So I'm gonna need some more spawn. 15 pigtail seeds. These will can be used to grow plants which can later be used to create threads and cloth. So some pigtail seeds. So 15. Cave wheat seeds, also food stuff. 15. Sweet pod seeds. I think this is also a food. Rock nuts, not sure. Dimple cup spawn. Dimple cups, I think, are used for creating dyes, which I'm not too sure how to use. So I'm going to dump these dimples cups. I'm going to increase my plump helmet spawn count. 20 seems fair. I'm going to add some more varieties of alcohol. Yes. So to add new items, I have to press N. Eggs, fish, garden vegetables, seeds, dimple cup spawn. I'm not taking drinks. Yes. I'll add some dwarven rum. Let's say 10 units. Some dwarven beer, 10 units. I think that should be enough to keep our dwarves happy for the time being. Now, we do not start off with any animals, so I'm going to add a few animals here. I think I will add a hen, two hens, and one rooster. Now I'm doing this so that I have a breeding pair, and these hens will can be a source of constant food in the form of eggs. And if I need even more roosters or hens, I can always allow these eggs to hatch to get more birds. I still have 266 points. Am I missing something? I'm not supposed to have so much points left over. Yeah, I think I'm missing something. Anyway, I'm going to add a dog as well and two female dogs. Yep, these can be trained and they can be quite useful in the beginning when I don't have a military setup. So one dog and two females, two hens, one rooster, and let's see. I'm not supposed to have so much points left over. Fish, eggs, garden vegetables, seed, drinks, digging implements, weapons. I don't need weapons now. Ammo, iron bolts, anvils, leather. Hmm. Let's add some more food then, if I have the items. Let's have some cave fish and some cave lobster. I think I can increase the count of my alcohol here. I'm going to increase the count of my seeds as well. You never know. Fine. So I still have some points left over. I can increase the attributes of my dwarves instead here. I'm going to make him a sorry. I'm going to make all his attributes adequate. Adequate mechanist, Tovist herbalist. I think that's fair. This guy was our people's person, right? Yeah. I'm going to increase his appraisal skill, judge of intent, and negotiator. Probably gonna add a bit of persuasion to him as well. Not sure if that is necessary, but since I have the points to spare, why not? This is our medical dwarf, adequate surgeon, adequate bone doctor, adequate suturer. Nice. This guy is maxed out. This guy was, I guess, our, yes, herbalist and grower. Novice herbalist, novice grower. Adequate brewer. Fair enough. Adequate woodcutter, adequate carpenter, adequate miner. Page up. Yes. 38 points left. Hmm. Oh yes, I should have started. Increased my initial food count instead. Yeah, 3 points left. I can add one more prepared gazelle heart and one sweet pod. Why not? So all my points are expended, and I hope I haven't left anything out. Let's embark. Press E to embark, yes. You have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Enol Risen. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you. But it is spring now, enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the grizzly bears get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place. Udist Mafol. Pleatchamber. Strike the earth. Okay. So, this is our main screen here. The dwarves here are in the center right now. And let's remove this last column here. Yeah, that gives us some more space to look at stuff. So let's see, where's my cursor? I press K. Yeah, I press K. This is my cursor here. Stray dog, tame. So this is one of the dogs I had brought with me. Stray hen, tame. So this is my wagon with which we have arrived here. These are my dwarves. So let's take a look at the units here. Pressing U. Yes. Mistem, Besmarethel, miner, Urist, miner, Dayton, woodworker. You're picking up equipment. Oh, the game has started as paused, so nothing is progressing at the moment and until I unpause the game. Aethel, mason, Bimbul, farmer, Stakut, doctor, Asob, expedition leader. So this is our people's war. And press tab to select the difference. No, sorry. The arrow keys to move about. So I have brought along a stray yak cow and a stray horse to pull my wagon. So these two are basically free animals I get at the beginning of the campaign. A stray rooster and 2 stray hen and 3 stray dogs. And there are no other creatures nearby. No one dead and missing. The year is still young. Now that sounds ominous. So back to the main screen. Surprisingly, there are no other creatures in this map. And I think it's raining here, as it is written here in the bottom left corner. Nice. There are a lot of trees here. Let me see. Willow trunk, willow trees. Gabbro pebbles. Willow trunk. Feather tree trunk. Lots of trees. Nice. Lots of shrubberies. I can change the Z value, Z axis by using the angular bracket keys. Yes. This is, I'm going one layer below, one floor below basically. I use, and these are the ponds which are frozen over at the moment, I think. Yeah, let me see, are they frozen? Yes, ice. And going up, these are the trees. The basic brown things are brown and white things. And what is this gray misty things? A pile of snow covered dense white something. Sweet. Seems like an ideal place to be. So as you can see, it is somewhat overwhelming, all this information. So to help us out, we are going to use this utility called Dwarf Therapist. Yes. So let's start it up. Yep. So these gives us a basic idea of our dwarves, and we can these give us the information of the dwarves in a more concise form here. And we are animals here. Nice. Health. Everyone's in the pink of health. So these are our dwarves. We can basically wait, what? Let's add a column here. Labors. Yep, that seems right. So this is these small blue boxes with the numbers are the attributes that I had selected at the beginning before we embarked. So this guy is our mason, adequate mason. Oh, sorry. Toggle stone working for no, let it remain. And we can easily decide what our dwarves will do with this Dwarf Therapist utility. So right now I will be doing nothing about it. So these are our dwarves here. And the main game is that you can't control the dwarves individually. You set a command and the dwarves will follow that command as per their will. So that is how the game progresses. So I think that was plenty of information today. I'm gonna stop here and start with the main game proper in the next episode. So I guess thanks for watching. And experienced players, if you are watching this and you see silly mistakes I'm making, please let me know in the comments. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you again next time. Bye.